Hi and welcome to our demonstration video for Handmaster Plus. I'm going to go through the three main Handmaster Plus exercises right off the bat. Show you how to place the Handmaster Plus. The cord, of course, is going to be through the ball. I've got the medium product here, which is the red ball and the black cord. So always slip the thumb on first, and that'll go onto the base of the thumb. And the fingers will all go mid-knuckle, right onto that spot in between the knuckles on the fingers. So just insert the finger loops, and you can use the finger placement tabs, which are the extensions of the loops, which make it easier to place the finger loops. So very simply, our main exercise, which almost all people will be suggested to use, is to keep the wrist straight, keep the elbow supported against your rib cage, and simply squeeze against the ball for count of one, then open and spread for count of one. So I squeeze for count of one, open and spread for count of one. This is what the exercise looks like. Okay, very simply, nothing for the user to remember. You close the hand fully and you open the hand fully. The hand moves through its full, natural, three-dimensional ranges of motion, and that means long, lean tendons, balanced strength, as well as maximum circulation. And we're starting to see with our research that maximum circulation is extremely important. And I'll talk about that more in the instructions. So you do that, close, open, and spread, nothing to remember, full, complete exercise. And you just do that until you feel a comfortable fatigue, and then you remove the product. Now you reverse the orders. You take the fingers off first, and you take the thumb off last, and I'm all done. I'm now going to demonstrate the exercise that we do to strengthen the entire lateral forearm. Lateral forearm is very important because when we use our hands in gripping, these muscles will contract statically to support the grip. So no matter what I'm doing in sports, music, in the workplace, in hobby, this is very, very important because over time when I'm gripping things, we build very static muscles on the outside of our arms. So that's why we see so much imbalance at the elbow, a lot of tennis elbow, a lot of golfer's elbow, medial epicondylitis, as opposed to lateral epicondylitis. I'm going to show you how we train this area properly. I can use Handmaster Plus to do a really complete exercise that can be done anytime. I've got the ball on. Of course, the cords are on the base of the thumb and mid-knuckle on all the fingers. I'm going to keep my wrist straight. I'm going to keep my elbow supported against my rib cage. Very simply, I'm going to start. This is a three-stage exercise. I start by squeezing the ball for count of one. You'll notice on step two, I'm going to keep the thumb on the ball. I'm going to extend the fingers for a count of one, and then I'm going to extend the wrist backwards for a count of one. So it's going to look like this. Squeeze for count of one, extend the fingers for a count of one, keeping the thumb on the ball, extend the wrist for a count of one. Squeeze, 2, 3, squeeze, 2, 3. I'm going to keep it going like that, and that's what the exercise looks like. You can see, I'm going to rotate as we do this. You can see now that I am strengthening the finger extensors as well as the wrist extensors, which make up that whole lateral forearm. Okay? So it's an easy exercise to strengthen that and balance that whole lateral forearm. We're starting to see as we do more tests on the product that the blood flow that this creates is essential for that lateral forearm and lateral elbow. Okay? Once you feel a comfortable fatigue, which usually won't take too long, you just take the product off. Okay? And take the fingers off first and the thumb off last, and you're all done the lateral forearm exercise. I'm going to quickly demonstrate the fingertip grip exercise. I have the Handmaster Plus on. The thumb is on the base of the thumb. The fingers are mid-knuckle on the fingers. Very simply, I'm going to keep the wrist straight. I'm going to keep the elbow supported against the rib cage. That just relaxes the shoulder. What I'm going to do, it's going to look very similar to our first main exercise, but on this one, I'm only going to use the fingertips to squeeze. So you'll see, I'm going to just rotate a little bit to show you that. Okay? Squeeze at the fingertips, open and spread with the fingers. Squeeze at the fingertips, open and spread with the fingers. Just digging the fingertips in here. Okay? It's a little bit different than grabbing with the whole fingers. We use the fingertips, squeeze them in, open and spread. Squeeze, open and spread. So the exercise looks like this. It's a very difficult exercise, and you'll see that for climbers, guitar players, people that use their fingertips, this is going to be a great exercise. You'll notice that we don't just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, because the mechanics of the finger to squeeze with the tips are to squeeze, open and spread. So whenever I grip something, not only are the fingertips, the flexor muscles that control the fingertips working, but you can also see these extensor muscles are working in unison. It's a co-contraction to support a finger grip. That's why I want to squeeze with the fingertips, open and spread. That way these muscles go through their full range of motion. They keep healthy and strong over time. And you're going to see that's going to really strengthen the fingertips. Okay? So that's this exercise. I'm rotating again. Fingertips contract onto it. Open and spread to support the stabilizing muscles that will support the fingertips. Squeeze for one, open and spread. You'll see it won't take you long to get tired on this one until you get trained for a while. You might be able to go for 30 seconds to a minute. And once I feel a comfortable fatigue, I'm going to take the product off. Fingers go off first, and the thumb goes off last, and I'm all done. I feel that blood flow through the whole hand, wrist, forearm, and elbow on both sides. It's a very complete exercise, and now when I'm doing anything with the fingertips, I know that I've strengthened my stabilizer muscles properly, and over time I'm going to have better function, better stamina, a better consistency, and I'm not going to have those injuries over time because I've trained the muscles that support as well as the muscles that contract the fingertips.